A Social Service Agency Organization Guide. Chapter 1. Social Service Agencies and Organizations 2. Disability Professionals/Trade Associations. APA.clubexpress.com Accessibility Professionals Association, APA, is an association of professionals focusing on accessibility in the built environment. RID.org/membership/benefits Registry of Interpreters for the Deaf, RID, promotes excellence in the delivery of interpreting services among diverse users of signed and spoken languages. Federal Government Health and Human Services Department. HHS.gov. Healthfinder.gov. Directory.psc.gov, list of federal agencies. State health departments/state health agencies. In many states, the Department of Health is an umbrella government organization with several divisions beyond health, among them social services, maternal and infant care, family and children's services, and human resources. When you're unsure as to where to go for specific information, contact your state health office for a referral. Look in the blue pages of your phone book for the local number. Healthfinder.gov. fda.gov/oca/sthealth.hdm. cdc.gov/nci.dvbid/West Nile/city-states.hdm, state and local government sites. cdc.gov/mmwr/international/relres.html, state and local health agencies. asdho.org, State Health Agency Locator. Alabama State Health Department. 434, Monroe St. Number 381. Montgomery, Alabama 36130. 205-261-5052. State.al.us. Alaska State Health Department. 204 Alaska Office Building. 350 Main St. Juneau, Alaska 99811. 907-465-3030. State.ak.us. health.hss.state.ak.us. Arizona State Health Department. 1740 West Adams St. Phoenix, Arizona 85007. 602-542-1024. State.az.us. Arkansas State Health Department. State Health Building. 4815 West Markham St. Little Rock, Arkansas 72205. 501-661-2112. State.ak.us. Arkansas.gov/DHHS. State.ar.us/DHS. Medicaid.state.ar.us. California State Health Department. 714 PST. Number 1253. Sacramento, California 95814. 916-445-1248. State.ca.us. dhs.ca.gov. cahwnet.gov. dmh.cahwnet.gov, Mental Health. Colorado State Health Department. 4210 East 11th Avenue. Denver, Colorado 80220. 303-331-4602. State.co.us. Connecticut State Health Department. 150 Washington St. Hartford, Connecticut 06106. 203-566-2038. ct.gov/dph, Department of Public Health. dph.state.ct.us/publications/publications.htm. ct.gov/dss/cwp/view.asp, Medical Assistance to Low-Income Persons. ctmedicalprogram.com, Connecticut Medical Assistance Program. ruralhealthct.org, Connecticut State Office of Rural Health. Delaware State Health Department. POB 637. Dover, Delaware 19903. 302-736-4701. State.de.us state.de.us/dhss/irm/dhss.hdm, Delaware Health and Social Services dhss.delaware.gov District of Columbia State Health Department 285 Universal North Building 1875 Connecticut Avenue NW Washington, D.C. 20009 202-673-7700 State.dc.us Florida State Health Department Building I, Number 115 1323 Winewood Boulevard Tallahassee, Florida 32399 904-487-2705 State.fl.us doh.state.fl.us Georgia State Health Department 878 Peachtree St. Northeast Number 201 Atlanta, Georgia 30309 404-894-7505 health.state.ga.us dhr.georgia.gov Hawaii State Health Department 1250 Punchbowl St. Honolulu, Hawaii 96801 808-548-6505 State.hi.us/doh Hawaii.gov/health, Hawaii State Department of Health Idaho State Health Department Towers Building 4th FL 450 West State St. Boise, Idaho 83720 208-334-5930 State.id.us healthandwelfare.idaho.gov Illinois State Health Department 535 West Jefferson St. Springfield, Illinois 62761 217-782-4977 State.il.us Indiana State Health Department 1330 West Michigan St. Indianapolis, Indiana 46206 317-633-8400 State.in.us/isdh Iowa State Health Department Lucas State Office Building E12th and Walnuts STS Des Moines, Iowa 50319 515-281-5605 State.ia.us idph.state.ia.us Iowa Department of Public Health ihs.org Iowa Health System Kansas State Health Department Hoover State Office Building 5th FL 1300 East Walnut St. Des Moines, Iowa 50319 515-281-1343 State.ks.us kansashealth.org Kentucky State Health Department Health Services Building 1st FL 275 East Main St. Frankfort, Kentucky 40621 502-564-3970 State.ky.us kdhex.gov, Kansas Department of Health and Environment kdhex.gov/bhfr/fac list, Kansas Department of Health and Environment, Health Facilities Provider Louisiana State Health Department 325 Loyola Avenue POB 60630 New Orleans, Louisiana 70160 504-568-5052 State.la.us dhh.louisiana.gov dhh.state.la.us Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals dss.state.la.us Louisiana Department of Social Services Maine State Health Department 151 Capitol St. State House STA 11 Augusta, Maine 04333 207-289-3201 State.me.us. Healthweb.state.me.us. Maryland State Health Department. Herbert O'Connor State Office Building. 201 West Preston St. Baltimore. MD 21201. 301-225-6500. State.md.us. dhmh.state.md.us, the Maryland Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. dhmh.state.md.us/mma/mmama.html, Maryland Medical Assistance. dhmh.state.md.us/mma/mpap, Maryland Pharmacy Assistance Program. dhmh.state.md.us/mma/mmama.html, Medical Assistance. Massachusetts State Health Department. 150 Tremont St. Boston, Massachusetts 02111. 617-727-0201. State.ma.us. Mass.gov. Michigan State Health Department. 227 Baker Olin West Building. 3423 North Logan St. Lansing, Michigan 48909. 517-335-8024. State.mi.us. hline.org, Healthline, Michigan's public health portal. MHA.org, Michigan Health and Hospital Association. Michigan.gov. Michigan.gov/disability resources. Macomb County me.gov/public health. Minnesota State Health Department. 717 Delaware St. Southeast. Number 262. Minneapolis, Minnesota 55440. 612-623-5460. State.mn.us. dhs.state.mn.us. health.state.mn.us. health.state.mn.us/divs/fpc/directory/providerselect.cfm, Directory of Facilities. Mississippi State Health Department. 2423 State St. Jackson, Mississippi 39215. 601-960-7634. State.ms.us. health.ms.gov. msdh.state.ms.us, Mississippi State Department of Health. msdh.state.ms.us. Missouri State Health Department. POB 570. Jefferson City, Missouri 65102. 314-751-6001. State.mo.us. health.state.mo.us, the Missouri Department of Health. Montana State Health Department. C108 Cogswell Building. Helena, Montana 59620. 406-444-2544. State.mt.us. Nebraska State Health Department. State Office Building. 301 Centennial Mall South. Lincoln, Nebraska 68509. 402-471-2133. State.ne.us. hhs.state.ne.us, Nebraska Health and Human Services System. hhs.state.ne.us/ems/emsindex.htm, Emergency Medical Services. hhs.state.ne.us/ags/agsindex.htm, Nebraska Health and Human Services, Aging Services. Nevada State Health Department. 201 Kincaid Building. 505 East King St. Carson City, Nevada 89710. 702-885-4740. State.nv.us. health.nv.gov. New Hampshire State Health Department. Health and Human Services Building. 6 Hazen Drive. Concord, New Hampshire 03301. 603-271-4501. state.nh.us, dhhs.nh.gov/dhhs/dd Council, New Hampshire Developmental Disabilities Council, dhhs.nh.gov, Health and Human Services, New Jersey State Health Department, Health and Agriculture Building, John Fitch Plaza, CN 360, Trenton, New Jersey 08625 609-292-7837, state.nj.us, state.nj.us/health, New Mexico State Health Department, S1050 Harold Runnels Building, 1190 St. Francis Drive, Santa Fe, New Mexico 87504, 505-827-0020, state.nm.us, health.state.nm.us, New York State Health Department, 1408 Corning Tower, Empire State Plaza, Albany, New York 12237, 518-473-0458, state.ny.us, New York Health.gov, health.state.ny.us, nyc.gov/hdml/doh, North Carolina State Health Department, Cooper Memorial Health Building, 225 North McDowell St. Raleigh, North Carolina 27602, 919-733-3446, state.nc.us, dhhs.state.nc.us, ncdhhs.gov, dhhs.state.nc.us/dma/COMA Division of Medical Assistance, North Dakota State Health Department, State Capital, Bismarck, North Dakota 58505, 701-224-2372, state.nd.us, health.state.nd.us, state.nd.us/Human Services, Ohio State Health Department, 246 North High St. Columbus, Ohio 43226, 614-466-3543, state.oh.us, odh.ohio.gov, Oklahoma State Health Department, 1000 Northeast 10th St. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73152, 405-271-4200, health.state.ok.us, oka.state.ok.us, Oklahoma Healthcare Authority, health.ok.gov, Oregon State Health Department, 811 State Office Building, 1400 Southwest 5th Avenue, Portland, Oregon 97207, 503-229-5032, state.or.us, oregon.gov/dhs, Human Services, Pennsylvania State Health Department, 802 Health and Welfare Building, Commonwealth Ave. and Forster St. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania 17108, 717-787-6436, state.pa.us, state.pa.us/loanc/medassistance, Rhode Island State Health Department, 401 Cannon Building, 75 Davis St. Providence, Rhode Island 02908, 401-277-2233, state.ri.us, South Carolina State Health Department, R.J. Aycock Building, 2600 Bull St. Columbia, South Carolina 29201, 803-734-4880, state.sc.us, dhhs.state.sc.us, hec.net, South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, South Dakota State Health Department, Joe Foss Building, 523 East Capitol Avenue, Pierre, South Dakota 57501. 605-773-3361. State.sd.us. State.sd.us/DOH. State.sd.us/DOH/pub/shingles.hdm. Tennessee State Health Department. 347 Cordell Hull Building. 436 6th Avenue North. Nashville, Tennessee 37219. 615-741-3111. State.tn.us. State.tn.us/health. Health.state.tn.us. Texas State Health Department. 1100 West 49th St. Austin, Texas 78756. 512-458-7375. State.tx.us. tdh.state.tx.us. dshs.state.tx.us, Texas Department of State Health Services. Utah State Health Department. 288 N 1460 W. SLC Utah 84116. 801-538-6111. State.ut.us. Health.utah.gov. Health.state.ut.us. Vermont State Health Department. 60 Main St. Burlington, Vermont 05402. 802-863-7280. State.vt.us. Healthvermont.gov. Virginia State Health Department. 400 James Madison Building. 109 Governor St. Richmond, Virginia 23219. 804-786-3561. State.va.us. vdh.state.va.us. dmas.virginia.gov, Department of Medical Assistance Services. Washington State Health Department. Eastside Plaza, Building A. 1112 South Quince St. Olympia, Washington 98504. 206-753-5936. 800-551-0562. State.wa.us. wa.gov/dshs. doh.wa.gov. West Virginia State Health Department. 206 State Office Building 3. 1800 Washington St. East. Charleston, West Virginia 25305. 304-348-2971. State.wv.us. wvdhhr.org. Wisconsin State Health Department. State Office Building. 1 West Wilson St. Madison, Wisconsin 53701. 608-266-1511. State.wi.us. dhfs.wisconsin.gov. Wyoming State Health Department. Hathaway Building. 4th FL. 2300 Capitol Avenue. Cheyenne, Wyoming 82002. 307-777-6464. State.wy.us. wdh.state.wy.us. American Samoa State Health Department. LBJ. Tropical Medical Center. FAGA ALU. Pago Pago, American Samoa 96799. 011-684-633-2732. Guam State Health Department. POG 2816. Agana, Guam 96910. 011-671-734-2931. State.gu.us. Puerto Rico State Health Department. Medical Center Building. A. Monacillos, Rio Piedras. San Juan, Puerto Rico 00936. 787-250-7227. State.pr.us. Virgin Islands State Health Department. St. Thomas Hospital. St. Thomas Virgin Islands 00802 340 774 0117. State.vi.us. Medical info by state. Try this formula. Dexnose.com, Healthcare Directory. Dexnose.com/geo/ Dexnose.com/geo/Alabama. Dexnose.com/geo/Colorado. StateHealthFacts.org. TheCommunityConnector.org, a searchable database of health and human service resources. NaturalHealers.com cbel.com/alternative practitioners. AllCRSMD.com, the directory of holistic health practitioners. Bannerhealth.com/locations/facilities/facilitiesarch.hdm. Healthprofs.com/medicinenet/state, health professionals. yourmd.com. allmyhealth.com. health-care-search.com/state. allpages.com. internationalhealthdirectory.com. bodymindspiritdirectory.org. alternativesservicesdirectory.com. statehealthfacts.org. statehealthfacts.kff.org, information on health and health policy information for all 50 states and US territories. city-data.com/us-cities. internationalhealthdirectory.com. byregion.net. alternativesservicesdirectory.com. theagapecenter.com/organizations. internationalhealthdirectory.com/us hospital. Chapter 2. Social Service Agencies and Organizations 2. Find help for illness, disability, etc. Find local organizations that deal with your problem. Develop a list of professionals like doctors and lawyers that deal with it. Read accounts and books about your problem. Try the social service part of the library, number 360-362. Try Yellow Pages. Government agencies. Local libraries. Internet search engines. For Internet search engines, go. Your affliction, your city, state. In the Yellow Pages, try these areas. Social services. Rehabilitation services. Vocational rehabilitation. Medical. Health. Physicians. Hospitals. Help/assistance/social service websites. Look in your local Yellow Pages under Community Services for resources close to your area. Try calling 211 on your phone, which is run by UnitedWay.org. There are 4 levels of government. Each can possibly have some programs or services to help you. I cover government in my law, crime, and government book. Federal, state, county, municipality. Financial assistance may also be available through local organizations, churches, and service clubs. ushelplines.org. Guideposts.com, list of helping organizations. aidpage.com. ecommunity.com. helpguide.org. 211.org, telephone number that, where available, connects people with important community services and volunteer opportunities. Michigan.gov/helpinghand, programs and services for people. About.qkport.com/w/welfarefinancialaid. adb.org/documents/books/social protection/chapter 07.pdf. aircav.com/survival/05/05p01, survival shelters. Helpline.org. AlleghenyCounty.us/dhs/help.aspx, help in hard times, assistance available to Allegheny County, PA. Beings-Trade.com/dogs/troubled-times-for-people-pets. bls.gov/iag/tgs/iag62.hdm, the healthcare and social assistance sector. Caring.com. CatholicCharities.org, CatholicUniverseBulletin.org, cdc.gov/NIOSH/programs/HCS healthcare and social assistance, help.org.yu, cyberbeg.com, dhs.state.mn.us, Minnesota Department of Human Services, dnosers.d-n-a.net/dnetiulu/long-t, long-term shelters, economics.blogs.newyorktimes.com/2009/07/13/lean-on-me-safety-nets-in-hard-times, elderlypoint.com, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/help-t-hainady left disambiguation right en.wikipedia.org/wiki/National Socialner MS Resource Center. Establishing an Internet presence for Salvation Army Corps, social centers, or other Salvation Army entities. FamilyHelper.net, FinancialArmageddon.com, ForThePeople.com, GetHelp.NewJerseyLibraries.org, New Jersey librarians help residents through tough economic times. Gorp.away.com/publishers/ICS/HEWLDM, staying healthy in the wilderness. GovBenefits.gov, a partnership of many federal agencies and organizations. Help.com, help.com/post/291002-I-need-help-desperately. HighAnswer.com/personal-finance, how do I obtain financial assistance after I've fallen on hard times, causing my parents to do the same? HomeMoneyHelp.com, I need financial help.net/desperate-for-help.htm. Information Niagara.com/needhelpfinancial.htm. ISSUU.com/UWCM/docs/help now, help in hard times, United Way of Central Maryland Guidebook. Modestneeds.org, mold-help.org, nfb.org/images/nfb/publications, National Federation of the Blind, info on dealing with hard times. nyc.gov/hra/html/home/home.shtml, Human Resources Administration. opportunityassistance.com, rebuildingtogether.org, reliefweb.int, renewedhopecenter.org, restored-hope.org, rismedia.com/wp/2008-05-4-tips-for-keeping-your-pet-through-hard-financial salvos.com, assistance and resources to anyone. sfjcf.wordpress.com/2009/01/15/Hard Times, Jewish Community Federation, JCINR, about community resources providing assistance in these hard times. Shelterpub.com, shelterpub.com/shelter/tp, sociology.org/resources, socialistworker.org, srskansas.org/isd/ees/foodstamps.htm, guide to Kansas food resources, texasindians.com/wikigup, Indian shelter, thettegraty-life.com/blog/index.php/2008/1/2/0-2/r-u-in-financial-trouble-money-tips-hard-with-hard-times. thepttonsight.com/1/desperately-need-help-to-pay-rent-and-utility. therangirigist.com/tipstrix/trashbag shelter. ulstl.org, Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis, Inc. unionplus.org/benefits/unique, financial hardship assistance for labor union members. unitedwila.org, uwlgin.org/externals/dms/hardtimesguide.pdf, legal rights on evictions, financial issues, and bankruptcy. Emergency assistance. wm8c.com/single-mother/assistance/financial-mother-program-single.php wv.gov/health/social-services, West Virginia. Find local assistance/disability organizations. easterseals.com/site/pageserver, enter your zip code in the space near the top of the page to find your local Easter Seals organization. lionsclubs.org/en/index.html $, follow the link to mdausa.org, enter your zip code. nationalmssociety.org/site/pageserver ? Page name =home, find homepage, follow the instructions on the page. rsna.org/aftp/state/index.html rotary.org/en/aboutus/site-tools/club locator/pages/ridefault.aspx, spinalcord.org, go to local resources by state. ucp.org/ucpgeneral.cfm/1/7, instructions on how to find your local UCP affiliate. unitedway.org/myuw/index.cfm Canadian help/assistance/social service websites. Try calling 211 on your phone, which is run by unitedway.org. 211.ca, 2-1-1 in Canada. informcanada.ca, Inform, National Information and Referral Organization. U.S. Federal Government help websites. Federal departments and agencies. If you have a question and do not know which department can answer it, call 1-800-FED-INFO, or 1-800-333-4636. If you are hearing impaired, call 1-800-326-2996. You can also visit usa.gov for general information about federal departments and agencies. Department of Education, ed. Phone, 1-800-USA-LEARN. Phone, 1-800-872-5327. For hearing impaired, 1-800-437-0833. ed.gov. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC. Phone, 1-800-669-4000. For hearing impaired, 1-800-669-6820. EEOC.gov. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS. Phone, 1-877-696-6775. HHS.gov. Department of Health and Human Services at 1-866-763-6481 or visit eclkc.ohs.acf.hhs.gov/hslc. Department of Homeland Security, DHS. Phone, 202-282-8000. dhs.gov. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS. Phone, 1-800-375-5283. For hearing impaired, 1-800-767-1833. USCIS.gov. Customs and Border Protection, CBP. Phone, 202-354-1000. cbp.gov. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. ice.gov. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. Phone, 202-708-1112. For hearing impaired, 202-708-1455. HUD.gov. Department of Justice, DOJ. Phone, 202-514-2000. Justice.gov. Department of the Treasury. Internal Revenue Service, IRS. Phone, 1-800-829-1040. For hearing impaired, 1-800-829-4059. IRS.gov. Selective Service System, SSS. Phone, 1-888-655-1825. Phone, 847-688-6888. For hearing impaired, 847-688-2567. sss.gov. Social Security Administration, SSA. Phone, 1-800-772-1213. For hearing impaired, 1-800-325-0778. socialsecurity.gov or seguirosocial.gov/español. Department of State, DOS. Phone, 202-647-4000. For hearing impaired, 1-800-877-8339. State.gov. Visit the USCIS website at uscis.gov. Call customer service at 1-800-375-5283 or 1-800-767-1833, for hearing impaired. To get forms, visit the USCIS website or call the USCIS Forms line at 1-800-870-3676. To learn more about personal finance, visit mymoney.gov. Federal Trade Commission. FTC Complaint Assistant.gov. socialsecurity.gov. For Spanish, visit seguirosocial.gov/español. Publications.usa.gov. usa.gov/topicsparents-care.html. usa.gov/motor_vehicles.html. If you would like to get a copy of your credit rating report, call 1-877-322-8228 or visit annualcreditreport.com. To find a taxpayer assistance center where you live, visit irs.gov/localcontacts/index.html. To get help by phone, call the IRS at 1-800-829. 1040 or 1-800-829-4059, for hearing impaired. For a list of current tax credits, visit benefits.gov. To protect yourself against identity theft, call the Federal Trade Commission's ID Theft Hotline at 1-877-438-4338 or visit consumer.ftc.gov. To learn more about how to avoid online scams and deal with deceptive spam, visit onguardonline.gov. For more information on how to access education services and other resources, visit idea.ed.gov. Department of Agriculture Programs, visit fns.usda.gov/cnd. To learn more about how to prevent bullying or respond to it, visit stopbullying.gov. Loans, money that you borrow now but must repay later with interest. For more information on federal financial aid programs, call 1-800-433-3243 or visit the U.S. Department of Education website at studentaid.ed.gov/resources. If you are the victim of fraud or for more information, call the Federal Trade Commission at 1-877-382-4357 or 1-866-653-4261, for hearing impaired. consumer.ftc.gov/articles/0082-scholarship-and-financial-aid-scams. To find the nearest ESL program, visit literacydirectory.org. Also study online by visiting usalearns.org. Call 211 for information on social services. To see if 211 is available in your area, visit 211.org. For a wide range of resources on health-related topics, visit healthfinder.gov. To find a doctor near you, visit findahealthcenter.hrsa.gov. Federal and state health programs. Medicare.gov/Medicare eligibility/home.asp. Medicare.gov. Medicaid. Medicaid is a joint federal-state program for low-income residents. Medicaid.gov. Each state has its own Medicaid and CHIP rules, so it is important to find out about the program in your state. Call 1-877-543-7669 or visit insurekidsnow.gov. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. fns.usda.gov/snap. womenshealth.gov. Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, TANF. acf.hhs.gov/program/ofa/program/TANF. For information about supplemental security income, visit socialsecurity.gov/SSI. One-Stop Career Centers. careeronestop.org. deolata.gov. For information on how to prepare for an emergency, visit ready.gov. If you want to start a neighborhood watch, call your local police department. For more information, visit nnw.org. You can get more involved in your community through your local Citizen Corps Council. citizencorps.gov. Red Cross. redcross.org. nsc.org/learn/safety-training/first-aid-training.aspx. Elevated Threat Alert. This alert warns of a credible terrorist threat against the United States. dhs.gov/alerts. twitter.com/ntsalerts. 1-800-BE-READY. ready.gov. Federal Emergency Management Agency. ready.gov/r-u-ready-guide. ready.gov/publications. Respond to an emergency. 911 is a number you can call on any telephone to get emergency help. In the United States, everyone can contact their elected representative and senators. House.gov. Senate.gov. 202-224-3121. White House. whitehouse.gov. To learn more about the Supreme Court of the United States, visit supremecourt.gov. The National Park System. nps.gov.